So now we're gonna resume our video here. It's approximately 4:10. We have these officers huddling together in a group, and I'm not quite sure what they're doing, but it doesn't look like they're doing much. This is my investigative reporting. I have this officer here, again, Mary. She's outside of her car laughing and waving at me. These videos will be uploaded onto social media as part of the continued effort of me to expose the behavior, the unprofessional behavior of this officer here, and also to gather as much information as I can to ensure that some type of disciplinary action is taken against such officers who continue to act unprofessionally and unethically in their daily operations and their daily duties as police officers. It is improper for these people. It is improper for these police officers to abuse their authority. It is unethical and unprofessional, and it's criminal if they abuse their authority and their power. I'm recording this video in an effort to show exactly what their daily routine consists of and what exactly it is that they do on a daily basis as part of their job description, because I'm not sure exactly what it is. But in an effort to make it known publicly what that job is, I will continue to monitor the behaviors of these officers. This officer here has already been reported through internal affairs, and she continues to wave at me. She continues to laugh and smile and joke, and she thinks it's a game. But I will stay diligent in my efforts to expose the unethical, unprofessional behavior of this officer here. Car number 145, Officer Murray, 1169. Now we have 3 officers standing across the street, and they are grouped together, and this is part of the daily routine of what they do, and it seems to be funny to them that they're being recorded. It seems as though that it's some kind of joke. It seems as though they get a kick out of it, but I personally am also getting a kick out of it, because it gives me the opportunity to share this with the public, and so the public can see for themselves exactly what's going on and how these public servants behave on the job. This is a normal thing for the police officers of Camden City to laugh, to joke, to smile, to say, to come out of character, to speak about people, to joke about people, to laugh about people, and it is my desire that this all be made public. Now we have 5 officers standing in one location downtown Camden, and we have a vast area here where many crimes have been committed in the past with no protection. Violent crimes where people have nearly lost their lives, shootings, stabbings, robberies, different things of that nature. And now we have the Camden County Police Department standing around huddling in a group, laughing and joking. I can only assume that they're laughing and joking about being recorded. They think it's funny. They think it's a joke. But they are sadly mistaken that it is not a joke. It is not a game. And they will be dealt with accordingly for their unprofessionalism. I will continue to videotape and record these officers to show exactly what it is that they do, what they get paid to do, and what they continue to do on a daily basis, which is what they're doing right now. Standing around, doing absolutely nothing until they see fit to harass somebody for what they believe is maybe a crime. Simple, minor, petty crimes. You have 5 officers here, 5 officers. I'm unaware of how much money they make an hour, but I can tell you that it is a waste of money. I can tell you that it is a waste of time, and I can tell you that justice will be served, because this information is now finally becoming made public by the efforts of myself and maybe any others that may desire to do the same thing that I'm doing. These officers are standing around laughing and joking. Like I said before, the supervisor, Fiore, which is the gentleman who's in this K9 vehicle here, is very unprofessional and very, very, very rude and very ignorant. And he has this sort of gung-ho mentality, and it needs to be broadcasted. It needs to be televised. Body cameras, video surveillance, things of that nature should be documented within the Camden County Police Department so that these officers are justly dealt with and are disciplined by their superiors for their behaviors. It seems as though that everything is funny. I guess getting paid to stand around, I guess that would be pretty funny to me too. To get paid to stand around and do absolutely nothing and huddle together and talk about people and make jokes about the people of Camden and think that it's a game, what they're doing. So at this point, I'm going to continue to document these things step by step, day by day, a little bit here, a little bit there, just so we can show exactly what's going on. Now we have another officer now that's showing up, and he's on the scene now. Car number 212. He just showed up on the scene, and I guess he's going to stand around and he's going to join the huddle. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 officers all standing around, all doing nothing, all with their vehicles running, parked and running with their lights on, in, I believe, what is an attempt to intimidate and to harass and to instill fear within the residents of Camden, and also the people who are here at the train station. So we have all these officers, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles here at the Walter Rand Transportation, and a lot of crime going on throughout the city. But we have a concentration of multiple officers here at the Walter Rand Transportation Center, as if this is the central area where the crimes are being committed. Now, I don't believe that this is the focal point of Camden City, but apparently someone within the department believes that this is a central location for crime. As we continue our efforts to shed light on the department and their practices and their civil rights violations and their harassment of the individuals in Camden, hopefully we'll see some kind of change occurring within the city. Hopefully the word will get out, someone will hear it, someone will take action, someone who actually has the authority. Hopefully the FBI will open an investigation into the department and seize the phones of many of these officers and audit them and dig into their emails, dig into their text conversations, dig into their phone calls, and uncover the truth of what's going on within the department. It's not the first time that it's happened. The Camden County Police Department is known for corruption. From the mayor's office down to the police department is known for corruption. It's known for their violations of civil and constitutional laws. And this is just another clear example of some of the issues that continue to be relevant within this department particularly. So we have 6 individuals. My video now is going on 12 minutes. It's going on almost, I've been out here for probably about 30 minutes now. This video, this little short video is approaching 15 minutes. But as we can see, we have 6 officers here just standing around doing absolutely nothing and getting paid to do it. This is what they do. They've never stopped any crimes. The multiple people, like I said before, have been stabbed, shot, robbed, fatally, almost to the point of death. And more needs to be done. More. Look at this here. Look at this. This officer here is horse playing with this officer here. Look at this. This is beautiful stuff. This is great. This is the kind of stuff that is uncovered and exposed. This is the kind of stuff that's uncovered and exposed. Let's take a look. Let's take a walk over and see what's going on. How you doing, sir? How you doing, sir? Now, I was wondering if I could get that officer's badge number. If I could get his name.
Who?
This one here on the left. The gentleman.
No, he's walking away.
So now I'm not harassing him, sir. I'm asking him for his badge number. I'm sorry.
He's walking away with the other officer.
I'm sorry. You're saying that I'm harassing him now? Because I asked him. No, he waved at me. No, he waved at me. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
You didn't see him wave at me because you're not paying attention. That's your problem, not mine. He waved at me, and I'm a citizen. I'm allowed to ask any officer I want what his badge number is. I'm allowed to do that.
He was waving at someone over there. Who knows?
No, he was waving at me. You're next on the list, sir. Okay? You're being recorded.
I don't care.
You don't care.
Steven, go spend with family.
I know.
Stop walking.
I am going to file a complaint against you, sir, at Internal Affairs.
It's right there. You're under Federal Street. Have a good day.
I understand, sir. Your behavior is unethical and it's unprofessional.
Outstanding.
It is. It's outstanding.
Have a good night.
So now I wanted to ask this officer what his name is, and he's continuing to walk away from me. But that's okay because I have his information. I have his car number, and he was horse playing, which is, I guess apparently it's accepted within the Camden County Police Department. That's fine. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Is horse playing and touching and grabbing and groping another officer, is that permitted within the Camden County Police Department? Because that's what the officer that was just standing over here. I have him on. I have him. They're close friends. So is it okay? Is it police practice for two officers to grope one another, to horse play? Yes, to grope one another and to horse play and to grab each other while they're on the job.
Have a good day.
So there's no answer, right?
I'll address it.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Please do.
So.
Okay, so that police officer was waving at me, so I came over to ask him his badge number and his name, and he denied me his. He walked away. He went across the street. He walked across the other side, and he is another police officer who needs to be disciplined by the Camden County Police Department. It's amazing how a video camera can capture things that without the video camera will go unnoticed or unaccounted for. But this officer here is squad car number 2012, and it is approximately 4:30 in the afternoon. This officer was waving at me, laughing, joking, wrestling, horse playing with the other officer, Murray, who already has had a complaint filed against her. And these things will not go unaddressed. These things will get handled. We have the supervisor here, I believe his last name is Fiore, who continues to act unprofessional and very arrogant, very rude, very standoffish. The same attitude that all these officers exhibit, he exhibits that as well. This is part of the culture of the Camden County Police Department, that it is go ahead, do what you got to do. They're sending me, giving me the addresses to these locations. They're basically provoking me to do things that there's no need to provoke, but I'm going to do it anyway. But they tend to want to provoke problems, and I think this is part of the bigger issue that the Camden County Police Department has, is that several officers on the department they continue to provoke, instigate, irritate, along with many other things, harass and try to intimidate the citizens and also commuters who frequent the downtown Camden area. These things will not go unnoted, and they will not go unaccounted for. And I will continue, as part of my effort, to uncover daily the behaviors and the actions of these officers, because it's within my right to do it. Now, this officer Fiore insinuated that I'm harassing somebody, but no, it's not harassment. It's my right. It's my wish and my desire to record these officers, to keep it clean, not to harass, but to record and document exactly the behaviors that they exhibit on a daily basis. And I think that this is great. I think this is a beautiful part of being able to record situations such as this, to be able to hold these officers accountable for their behaviors, and then also bring justice to these officers at any given time. These two officers, I could be wrong, but they may have some type of romantic relationship going on. I'm not sure if that's a conflict of interest within the department, but They were definitely touching and hugging and horse playing, and definitely walked away from me when I asked him who he was, what his name was, what his badge number was. So we're going to continue to hold these officers accountable for their actions, and continue to shed light on the behaviors of these minors, I would call them, or I would say unqualified officers who have gotten a badge and who have been able to put on a uniform in the city of Camden. I think it's a travesty, and I think that it is an injustice to the people of Camden. What is able to occur and the culture of the Camden County Police Department. I mean, it's a lot of laughing, it's a lot of joking, it's a lot of sarcasm, it's a lot of ignorance, a lot of belligerence, and I think it needs to be noted. I think it needs to be noted, and I think it needs a record needs to be accounted for this.
Hey, I'll see you before they leave after Thanksgiving.
Alright, you too.
Actually, you're in tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright.
I think over time we'll see that they will calm their behaviors down, and I think their better judgment will kick in. But I think that an overhaul of the Camden County Police Department needs to be done. I think that stricter requirements, educational requirements, stricter training on situations needs to occur. From my personal standpoint and my personal belief is that many of these officers lack adequate training, and they're giving these jobs away because nobody wants them. So therefore now you have unqualified individuals that are throwing on uniforms that think that maybe they're above the law because they have a uniform on. They think that they're able to do and say and act in ways that normal civilians act and speak. But no, when you have on a uniform and you are representing the law and you are enforcing the law, I believe that it is I believe that you need to uphold a certain standard of ethical values and just personal behavior. Your behavior needs to exhibit that of the position that you hold. It's very sad to see officers that have guns on their hips, that have badges on their shirt, that are wearing uniforms, acting in ways that would make you somewhat, I would say, cautious, and actually kind of afraid to think that these individuals are the ones that are in charge of protecting you and helping you if something occurs. Now they're playing, this officer here is portraying as if he is golfing. This officer here continues to laugh. To me, he's more of a coward than anything because he thinks that it's a joke. He thinks that it's a game. His body language expresses clearly that he thinks that it's a joke or it's a game. His demeanor, his laughing, his smirks, his smiles, his head, neck, shoulder rolls, and the lip gloss that he's putting on. I mean, I think this guy is a little, I hate to say it, and I could be wrong I'm probably wrong for saying this, but I think he's got a little sugar in his tank, and that's my personal opinion. I think he's sweeter than a jelly donut, a powdered sugar jelly donut, but that's really not part of my investigation. But I would say by the body languages and the demeanor that he has a little bit of extra sugar floating around in his bloodstream. I'm not too sure about that. I don't want to make any assumptions as the Camden County Police Department do, but he seems a little sweet and a little soft in the middle. I'm not too sure, but that may be why he became a police officer in the first place. Maybe he got picked on when he was in school. Maybe he got beat up when he left class. Maybe his, I don't know, maybe his teacher molested him. I'm not too sure. But, I mean, I hate to act in those ways, and I hate to, you know, myself, as part of someone who's doing an investigation, I hate to come out of character in such a way, but I think it's only in fairness, and it's only, I think it's only funny that we do this. Now they're standing around and they're clapping and they're joking. I mean, this is a culture that needs to be explicitly dealt with on another level, and I think that this is part of the problem that we have here at the Camden County Police Department. So now we have 5 officers here. We have 1 officer here. Apparently he's going over now it's, I guess, more serious business now. I guess they're going over the procedures and what needs to be done. But I can't imagine that it is I can't imagine that it's anything serious in nature. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 officers, 5 of which have been just standing around. Excuse me, sir, can you tell me what your name is and your badge number, sir? I'm sorry, sir, is that procedure? You're definitely not going to be on this force long, buddy. You ought to start looking for a new job, man. I'm going to see you working at Walmart. You're going to be stocking shelves. You're going to be stocking shelves, buddy, for that behavior. That's not how you act. I just asked this dude what his name was and his badge number was, and he's on camera putting his hat over his face, bro, and walking off. Is that you think that's right, bro? I got him, right? This is typical behavior of the Camden County Police Department. Not only do I have him, I got something more important, which is the car that he's driving, and you can't, everything is tied together. His name goes with the car number, goes with the time of day it is. So again, I asked this officer what his name was and what his badge number was. He refused to tell me what it was, and he kept walking. And he was waving at me, laughing at me, joking with the other officer, playing, wrestling around, and I think it's wrong, and I'm going to report it.